Hello, and welcome to the Young Filmmakers Project. I'm Orion Ludlow. We have a very special presentation for you today. Students at Skyview High School spent a year making our feature presentation. It's a documentary on the award-winning Skyview High School marching band. Check it out.
Band's something else. It's something you can't really describe, you know. You're moving 180 beats per minute while playing an instrument that you have to learn all the notes and have perfect technique at every moment in time. You have to breathe, you have to play. There's people with guns and swords and drums and pens and Edgar Allan Poe sitting there, and everything's happening all at once, and it happens for 10 minutes perfectly, hopefully. And once you've done that, then you've got a show.
Okay, well, I think we're ready to get started here. We've got a lot of people that are still getting final clearances down there and paperwork in the band room, but we're going to start anyway. Are there any questions right now before we get started today? How many people have touched the horn at least once during the summer? Because it's hard to go from no playing to a lot of playing. We're going to do a lot of playing, but we'll give you breaks and try to get you in shape for after. That's one of the goals. Okay, well, I'm looking forward to a great camp this year. We'll have fun. It'll be a good show. Let's get started.
About the breathing exercises and the tendus and all that ballet stuff, I wasn't too sure about it at first, mainly because I didn't know what a tendu was or had ever heard of anything like that before. And when he told us it was a ballet thing, I was like, this isn't ballet, this is band. But I thought he'd been doing marching band for a number of years and he was very good at what he did. So I thought, at least for me, I thought that anything he was going to teach us was going to be beneficial in the end.
At the beginning of band camp, to expand our lungs, we breathe in for 16 slowly, and then breathe out for 16, and then breathe in for 12, and out for 12, in for 8, and out for 8, all the way down to 2. And by the end of that, you feel pretty lightheaded.
5, 6, 7, 8, and out.
This season has so much potential, and this group has so much potential. This show design it's great. The show design's great. The technique, the drill, the music, it's all there, and now it's up to us to put it together. Big steps. First day, no, today's the third day of drill. And everyone's learning how to get to their spots. And it's really frustrating because we have a lot of new people, but we'll get there. Hopefully.
All right, sorry, we have to move on. We have to move on. We just don't have enough time.
Does that make sense? Okay, I want to do that one more time.
I love band camp because it's like a bittersweet thing. It's one of the hardest couple weeks of my entire life, but it also is the most rewarding.
Band camp's going good. Not much to say about it. It's going.
I know the most magical moment for me over the past couple of years has been that first show.
I actually wasn't very nervous, but I remember shaking.
I think the band's gonna realize the real potential that our show has. Like, they'll go there and they'll watch other people's shows and they'll cheer for them, and then we'll go out there and perform, and we'll have this amazing show, and the crowd will love it, and they'll realize they have something amazing and they need to make it amazing. They need to treat it as something amazing.
And then otherwise it starts. I mean, you don't look back once you start moving, so.
But once the show starts, it's like a whole nother thing. Like, I tune in to the show, try and pay attention to put out the best show possible. Even though I'm not really looking forward to it before, while I'm in it, it's like you want to give everything you have to make it the best that it can be for you.
In third place, with a score of 70.2, Skyview. In second place, with a score of 73.75, Southridge.
We came in within tenths of points of first place, which we didn't complain about because it was only our first show and we didn't have the full show complete. But that gave us motivation to push through the entire season and carry on throughout the season and get stuff done. Typical day at practice, like an after-school practice, you start, 2:15 or so, and we get right out there, we stretch, we warm up with horns, and then right after that we get right to work on a learning drill, cleaning stuff up, or adding in body movement.
I would say we run like no other. Like this show especially, like I'm in a dead sprint. So I think that it has a lot of athletics to do with it. Color guard is kind of insanity. It's throwing metal and wood and, you know, different objects into the air and hoping that they're magically gonna land in your hands. And I don't know, color guard is insanity. That's what I think.
Okay, check your work here, check your work here.
It's a long, tedious process sometimes, but you know, it all comes together at the end, and we have a great performance whenever we have a show. When we have a good show, you know, you can just feel it at the end. You know, as soon as that last, you know, note is hit, or as soon as drum major cuts you off, you know you had a good show, whether it's yourself or whether it's the group.
Second place with a score of 78.05. That's 78.05. Second place goes to Skyview High
The long bus rides to shows. Actually, that's the part I look forward to the most of the whole competitions, is the bus rides. We get to hang out, we get to connect with each other. It's a time for there's really not much else to do either than just talk to people, do stuff, get closer, have fun, make memories.
They've been a consistent top finisher in that division for the past 10 years.
Go through some of the judges' comments. You know, when I write down comments, I write down pretty much exactly what they say, and we can run through it in about 2 minutes here, including everything that the 3 music judges had to say. We'll start with music effect. He says, that's a great effective opening music statement. That's Pitt. Then he says, good dynamic contrast. Good effect in the opening statement the band does. Great dynamic contrast on dun, dun, dun. So far, has he said anything negative? No. Isn't that good? Yeah. Isn't that great? Lots of velocity in the music, and overall, real good show for you guys. You made improvement from last week, and the things that we worked on, for the most part, I think were successful. It was a good show for you. I think you have a better show in you. Would you agree? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Good.
We did our prelim show and we did really well. And then after a while of talking things over with Robertson and just asking what can we do better, we went out there for finals and just we swept the board and everything.
Having fun.
Off the horn to the box on one.
It was kind of nice to hear Skyview, Skyview, Skyview over and over again with different awards. It kind of boosted our morale to, get that extra push for the end of the season.
It made me feel like that we could still get going, that we wouldn't let that stop us.
It ended up being very nice to get that win and kind of push things aside that weren't the greatest.
Once upon a midnight dreary, while I pondered weak and weary, over many a quaint and curious volume of forgotten lore. While I nodded, nearly napping, suddenly there came a tapping, a tapping, a tapping. Something a little more commercial. going mad, 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 nevermore, nevermore, nevermore,
Well, that was really good work from those Skyview High School students. If you want to see more Young Filmmakers projects, check out our YouTube site. It's youtube.com/VanSDTV. I'm Orion Ludlow. Thank you very much for joining us. Take care.